everyone, it's Katherine, a 4th grade TA at the Young Scientists Program through USC. I typically teach at Norwood Elementary and Mack Elementary schools. This week, we're going to learn about hardware and software. This is our agenda for today. First, we're going to learn about a computer program and hardware and software. Then we're going to ask ourselves, how do we program a computer to do a certain task? Then our experiment is Hour of Code, and we're going to end with our conclusion and our Scientist of the Week. Write this question down in your science journal. What is a computer program? A computer program has two parts, hardware and software. Hardware is the actual physical circuit boards that make up a computer. It's the piece that you can hold. It might include your laptop, your desktop, your iPhone, or your game consoles. Your software is the code that allows computers and computer programs to run. It's what lets Google and Microsoft run so that you can open up different apps or search the internet. In our prediction box, let's fill out the rest of this sentence. I think that we can program a computer to do a certain task by blank. Today's experiment isn't exactly hands-on. We're going to be using our computers or our laptops to play on Hour of Code, which is a website. Some basic concepts that you guys might have to learn are the following. Variables are objects that you can create and manipulate in your code. Loops are commands such as while or for each that allow you to repeat a particular process as many times as you'd like. Functions are commands that perform very specific actions, such as counting the number of times something happens in your code. Since we're talking about code, do you guys think that we are working with the hardware or software in the computer? You can go to the Hour of Code website and choose any game you would like. However, if you'd like to follow along with me, then we can go to the Big Duck Race on the Hour of Code. As you can see, I've opened it up on my laptop. I'm going to click on the game and I'm just going to move through the instructions so we can do it together. You're going to see that we want to guide the duck onto the different squares. We just have to wait for it to load on the right. In the middle, you're going to have the start and the commands that you can choose. So I'm starting to drag it over and you can see the image pop up on the right-hand side. We want to move the duck to the blinking green square. I see that I need to move it 3 steps forward, so I'm going to do that in the middle and start the game. You can see that because he has reached, I can continue to the next level. There are 12 levels. The next one, you can see that the blinking green is a little bit towards the side, so we have to move forward and change directions. So I'm going to complete those steps and press start, and I can see that the duck will reach the green blinking square. On the next example, I'm going to show you what happens if you don't do it correctly. So I see that the green blinking square is further to the side and straight up. What if I only do 2 commands? Then it says that he didn't reach the target square, and I can either reset or restart. If I reset it, then I can add the new instructions. I start it again, but yet again, he doesn't reach. And I can just add one more instruction and press restart instead of reset, and it will go right into the square. There are 12 levels on this game, and you can do as many as you want. However, if you're done, you should start to fill in your conclusion. Fill in these 3 sentences. I learned that blank, hardware is blank, and software is blank. Now it's time for our Scientist of the Week. Margaret Hamilton, born in 1936, is an American computer scientist and software engineer. She studied math at the University of Michigan and transferred to Earlham College. She joined the Charles Stark Draper Laboratory at MIT, which worked on the Apollo space mission. Her team was responsible for developing in-flight software. The picture shown is Hamilton standing next to listings of the software that she and her MIT team produced for the Apollo project. She, along with Anthony Ottinger and Barry Boehm, have been credited with naming the discipline of software engineering. Thank you for participating in this week's lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for next week's lesson. See you then.